What is up, FIFA faithful? Bearhamms here, and welcome to episode 5 of the Pyramid. And before we get into the final games of the season, yes, this will be the season 1 finale. There's a lot to explain, and I'm going to explain it right now. First off, we played a lot of games off camera. Not only did we go through the entire month of February, which was a bit of a slog, did get a couple draws, a couple losses. It just kind of got worse as we did have some momentum in the end of March, but then just went downhill in April. And the reason why I did this is because I'm trying to keep a certain pace to the save. I don't want to have too many episodes per season. So for today's episode, we will play the final 3 games of the season: away at Exeter, home against Bristol Rovers, and then away in Wales against Newport County. And there's a bit of a ticking clock to this because currently we have a manager rating of 43. Recently we've gotten some messages from the board and the dressing room. They're not too thrilled either, as we've had a dip in form. A lot of changes have occurred in the past couple months. I feel like this is our best formation now. Just 5 at the back, more defenders. It gives the 3 center backs less space to deal with, which I feel like is for the better, especially when you have guys like Brown and guys like Chamberlain that don't have the stats for it, especially in League 2. And so having Lamont, a new guy that we brought in from the academy, on the right side, and then Luffren, a guy that we brought earlier, on the left, it helps us out. And, you know, if we do need a goal later on, we can just easily bump those guys up and sub them out for better players. And it's kind of switched the mentality of this side. For the first game of the episode, it's 2 teams with very similar tactics: Exeter City and Rochdale. What I've learned off camera is that we need a complete overhaul of the back line, especially with Chamberlain and with Brown. Jokelainen, I could see maybe getting one last chance, as he does have the stats capable for League 2, but I don't think he's playing like the right spot at center back, being that central guy. Also, when it comes to goalkeeping, I'm thinking that we will keep Guest, but I will try to look for someone with much better stats. Though I think Guest would be a perfect cup keeper. You know what I mean? A guy that can help us play like the Johnson's Paint Trophy, or maybe a chance here for Gardner's. He really lets one loose, but it is just wide. I do think that when it comes to the midfield and the forwards, I think everybody can still compete for a job. There are a couple outliers. I think Cathal McWilliams, along with Dexter Osborne, I don't see him getting that much more playing time. I'll be looking to get new strikers in the summer window, but I think everyone else has the opportunity to compete for starting jobs. It's just, I think our defense has killed us, and we still have the worst defense in the league despite being in 18th, which is honestly a testament to how good our offense is. A dangerous through ball there, as wow, Chamberlain gave Nambe all the time and reason for a chance for a shot, but there's a nice save there by Guest. Though that's a poor clear out, as Key's going to find it. Now, nice save again by Guest, who has those show-stopping saves. I know I don't have like the evidence for it, but I've seen like the stats at the end of the games, and he's usually getting the game ball. He's going to try to find Liam Gardner, who is onside. We'll collect it, though. Is he going to get past this defender? He will cut back. Not convincingly, though. He'll put it on his peg, and oh, just wide again. Oh, poor pass there by Graham. A rare mistake by the hometown hero, who I have no clue how he's going to fare in the future. Like, again, if we do get a nice offer, yet again, another save, the 4th on the afternoon for Guest. If we do get a juicy offer, I'm thinking of selling him, but then using that money to get better scouts. Nice block there by Jokelainen, but they're going to keep giving him this opportunity, which is ridiculous. Thankfully, Guest does get the save, as now we are in the 50th minute of this opening half. Oh, good clearance out. Oh, another save. Guest catches it. That'll do it. Wow, easily MVP of the half, Alfie Guest. I gotta see how many saves this guy made. That was an intense half. And so far, Alfie Guest at a 9.7, as he has 5 saves to his name. Just try to stay in the way. There's a shot. Another great save by Guest. And that'll do it. So it ends 0-0. No goal scored after 90 minutes, but we have to give kudos where kudos is due. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a 10. Yep, perfect 10 for Alfie Guest. 7 saves, all of them in dangerous spots. all over the place. Normal, header, volley, set pieces. He did it all. That's why he is player of the game. Second game of the episode, it's the home finale as we do take on Bristol Rovers. One thing we didn't touch on in the last game was that the current top goal scorer in the league is indeed Joel Monk, who I have to say, he has some great instincts. Some instincts I've never seen in a FIFA striker. I don't need to tell him where to go. He's just there. And he's able to make the shots and make the goals. Currently, he has 24 goals in all competitions, and I would not be surprised if he can add to that goal total in the final 2 games, as we really do need it. Now they will give him an opportunity. Nice. Oh, no. I thought Guess made the save. Oh, no. It's probably one of his first mistakes in a long time. For half number 2, we're trying to open things up a little bit, going back to the 3-5-2. We'll have McCafferty and Lamont on the wings. Everyone else is staying the same. Hoping we can get some sort of break here. Oh, there's an opening there. There's a shot. There's goal number 2 for the Rovers. Oh, thankfully there's a post. Oh, wow, that's another close one. Lamont will heave that up, and that'll do it. Drop 3 points at home. Lackluster end to the home season, and a couple degrees up on the hot water. Final game of the episode, final game of the season, and possibly final game with Rochdale as we travel to Wales to take on Newport County. To say I'm nervous is a bit of an understatement. I don't like it when the manager rating is about 40, and I've never been fired from a save yet. A save like this. I've done, the experimental ones where you get fired, but nothing of this magnitude, as there might be an early chance here. But what is Monk doing? You go for the ball, buddy, not the guy. Wow. Not even 10 minutes. Maybe a retort here. Here's Monk. Okay, that's good. Immediately answers back. Joe Monk getting his 22nd league goal on the season. Nice little pass from Gardner. Currently, Newport County are in 5th, so they are in a spot for a promotion playoff. Oh, what a challenge. There we go, out wide, Lamont. Opportunity here. Does see Gardner. Floats it in. Gardner is there, gets the header to it, and there we go. We have taken the lead. A nice cross from Logan Lamont. Able to find Gardner. He does the job. There's a nice save there by Guest. We still have the lead with a couple minutes to go, but this is in our wheelhouse to give up goals like this. There's the header right on cue. Maybe a guy out wide. That's a nasty challenge there. It will be a yellow, and it is a second yellow for Finn Azaz, as now we are playing a man up, but we haven't had the best of luck in terms of this, so we'll have to figure something out. I want to try something out here. I want to see what we can do with the guy behind the wall. So we'll find him. There's the shot. Oh my goodness. That is exactly what we needed. What a well-executed, choreographed free kick. Graham able to find our captain, Billy Wilson. And with the captain's finish, we're back in the lead. Oh yeah, we're looking at a replay. This could be goal of the season. Just right off the chest. Nice little half volley. Right over the keeper. We might have to try that in the future. That'll be it. Final kick of the season. We are victorious, as we were in the first game of the season, though a lot of misfortune in between. We will look at player performances, and it is Liam Gardner with player of the game, a goal and an assist to his name. Well deserving of it. So you have Graham with the assist, Monk with a goal, Billy Wilson with his goal. Guest with a 6.9, not too shabby. Finish off the season. Let's look at the season awards. Starting off, player of the tournament, Tranmere Rovers Hemmings. Goalkeeper of the tournament, Jack Rose for Walsall. And then we get to the Golden Boot winner, who was Joel Monk. Now, transfer value of £500,000. Did have 22 goals in 44 games. He was one of the few bright spots of the side. And then team of the tournament, Monk is there, Graham is there, and that is about it for the first season. Both well-deserving of that accolade. So we'll take a look further into the top scorers. He had a 3-goal lead on Wilkinson. Any stragglers? We did have Graham. We did score 11. And then we do look at assists. Graham did have 9 and 46. McKee had 7. McCafferty had 6. So a lot of players getting in there for assists, which is good. And then Guest was 15th place in clean sheets with 8. And despite the amount of goals we gave up this season, Alfie Guest with 8 clean sheets is quite the feat. We can do a deeper dive into how many goals we gave up this year. We gave up 80, which was 9 more than Oldham Athletic and Crawley Town, teams that have been relegated. The fact that we're there is honestly kudos to Alfie Guest. We did promote a couple players from the Youth Academy just as the season ended. One is Tom Andrews, who started as a left wing back but made the switch and went up by an astounding 17 points. Still very significant, as he doesn't really have a key stat that helps him out, but we're gonna dial in on some, and I think he might get some starting time next season. I would not be surprised. Then the next is Oliver McGee. We have switched to a center back, is now a 58 overall, which equals Leon Chamberlain. Good thing about Oliver McGee, he is 6'4". He's a big fella, and it's just more competition for next season. We do need those guys. We do need a better back three at least. To make this season review quick, I'm just gonna say yay or nay if they're gonna play it next year. Patrick Graham for sure, he's gonna play. We utilize him a lot. Didn't utilize him too much. I don't want to overly rely on our hometown hero, especially when he might get sent off next season, but he did have a double-double season, 11 goals and 10 assists. Anze Jokelainen, a soft yes for now. We'll see what happens next year, see what type of players we bring in. He wasn't the best, but out of the 3, he is. Billy Wilson, for sure. I like him at that 6 role. Possibly could move him to an 8 role, just kind of depends on what happens there. Leon Chamberlain, no. Nope, we're just going to leave it at that. Joel Monk, yes, for sure. Gone up by 6 with 62, 25 goals in all appearances. Oliver McKee, yes, we'll give him a go, but he has a lot more competition to deal with, especially with McCafferty, especially with Coffey, especially with some players we find next season. Next, Alfie Guest. Yeah, he'll stay on the team. Will he get a lot of playing time? We'll figure that out from, who we get next season. Liam Brown, he was probably our second best center back, but that's not saying much, so I'd have to say a soft no. Jordan McCafferty, yes, we'll give him more playing time. Goal and 6 assists. Harry Pearson, we'll see about him. We might have to switch him to a center back. Maybe that's his better position. Toby Harding, I think we we should have played him more, honestly. He was actually doing pretty good on the left side. It was just a lot of figuring stuff out. Alessio Shadler up by 12 to a 59, playing Cam. Just in a rough spot with him. Just trying to figure out the right spot for him. Liam Gardner, for sure, showed his merit, especially near the end. He'll have some competition though, but he'll have his shot. Rory Coffey, he has the high overalls, but he just hasn't found his position yet, and we just got to figure that out. Catherine McWilliams, no. Dexter Osborne, no. Gabriel Wilson, no. Dylan Luffren, maybe. If we stick with that 5 at the back, he'll be the incumbent starter. Same with Logan Lamont, though I think Logan is a lot better, and I'll probably utilize him more than Luffren. Elliot Warner, no. Kean Broderick, despite having a better overall than Liam Guest and a better potential, just didn't show that much, but we'll keep him regardless. Oliver Neal, no. Jake Burnett, no. And then the 2 guys that we just brought in. By the skin of our teeth, we still have the Rochdale job. And on that somewhat hopeful note, it is time to end. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next season as Rochdale's manager once again. This has been Bearhamms, and as always, toodaloo.